Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Over the Potato. His name is Rhapsody, and this is ShellShock Live.
Ooh,
How you doing?
giving a little bit of welly in the introduction right there. ShellShock Live.
ShellShock Live.
I have bad news about my weapon arsenal, my friend.
Oh, please don't tell me that you've got your brand new spanking level 80 nuke.
No, I can't imagine that I would possibly have that, and I would definitely not be indicating to the viewers at some point right now with the mouse movements that I do, despite the fact that I'm saying that I don't.
Okay, because I think, you know, as all good developed countries in the Western world have, I think we should have a non-proliferation nuclear arms treaty.
You know what? That's fair. You and I can have an arms treaty where we both say that we will not accrue any more nuclear warheads.
Yeah, look.
That said, I really want to hold on to the ones I still have.
Oh, no. Oh, that's broken. All right, fine. Fine. I'm gonna bring out the ultimate counter to a nuke.
Ah, yes.
Next turn. Next turn.
You're right. I didn't let you finish your sentence. That's my bad. I'm gonna just
Exactly.
like do this though.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna do that.
Oh, that was a direct hit as well. I should have just used a different weapon.
I mean, 80 damage is like pretty good, you know?
Sure, but it's no disco ball. Or double 3D bombed me. Okay.
It's actually 2x 3D.
All right. Here we go. Oh, come on!
Oh. That was... Well,
Robbed!
let me say, I felt that one. That was very close. But you'll be happy to know, by the way, that I've expended literally every decent weapon that I have. So now it's just a case of, well, using all of these terrible weapons that I have.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. I don't have absolute lovely weapons here either.
Yeah. I mean, you did have a nuke, though, so I feel that, you know, on the balance of things, you're doing all right for yourself, you know?
No, it's tragic and terrible, and I could never see it worse.
Have you ever thought you're perhaps just, you know, a touch melodramatic?
Me! Melodramatic! I can't believe that you would say this to me!
You know, secretly I was hoping exactly for that reaction. Oh,
I'm glad
that
to
was
not
what I-
disappoint.
Yeah. All right.
Hang on.
All right, come on. I had to get in the zone. I'm like,
Here we go.
do you have like a... Right, if you were going to be a boxer, right?
Yes.
Which I know is probably like a little bit out there.
I've done a couple
What
of
was
years
your-
of boxing.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Then you're gonna be the perfect person to answer this question.
Right.
So, what would your warm up intro like sort of SmackDown tune be?
Oh! Right, okay, so as a boxer or as like a professional wrestler, are we talking like spectacle or are we talking like, you know, your pump up song as you go to get in the ring?
Okay, you can. I mean, that probably exposes exactly how much I know about this whole profession and industry in general. But whatever you feel would, whatever you feel, just give me an answer for anything.
Okay.
In general. What an impressively bad shot.
I'm trying to think because mine would definitely be the least appropriate song to be using in that occasion. Like, probably like Sunshine Buttercups. Something like that. Sunshine, buttercups, and rainbows. Da, da, da. Something like that. I don't know. Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart?
What about like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something, you know?
Yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is a low-key bop though. Like, don't Don't come for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It goes off.
It goes off.
It goes hard.
Is that the... You know what they say? Nothing goes quite as hard as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh yeah, when the drop comes in the second verse, oh, you feel it in your spine. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what it would be, because it's not like so obviously the worst song that you could choose, because it's like bright and happy and fun, but it definitely doesn't fit the mood, and it's the least psyching up music of all time. I'm gonna go with Karma Police by Radiohead.
How does that go? Can you sing it like?
No.
Okay, hold on. Wait, you need to like do it badly enough so that I get an impression of the song, but also not good enough that it gets demonetized. You get demonetized, copyright struck or whatever it's called.
Yes.
Claimed.
So I would try not to do that personally, just because Tom York has a very, very specific kind of timbre to his voice. And it makes doing a Tom York impression just sound like you're really bad at singing.
Can you like hum the tune so that I get an idea of what it is? No.
Yeah, it's not good. You know what? I'll go with Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. Not even Leonard Cohen. I'm gonna go for the cover.
Oh, what's the only cover I know is by like Leona Lewis, which is like.
Oh, you don't know the Rufus Wainwright one used famously in Shrek 1?
Shrek 1?
Shrek
the most
1.
iconic movie of all time, you mean?
Look, I did mean that. I'm glad you brought it up. That's officially the subtitle for it. There's a reason I traveled interstate to go and watch a musical based on that film.
Oh my. That was can I just say that was a direct hit with rain that did 6 damage.
Yep.
That was.
It's not great.
So that would be your intro, Hallelujah, right?
No, I'm vacillating back and forth between all of the different ones that I picked up so far.
All right. How's this for a walk-in intro, right?
Okay.
The theme tune to The American Office.
I don't know if I know it. Is it?
You must.
Is that one?
That's the one. That is the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would do that, but only just so that when I get near the arena, I can just do some like gym side eyes to the camera.
Okay.
It's like we're doing the weigh-in, right? Well, you know what? We did the weigh-in actually beforehand, so no, we're not doing the weigh-in. But, we bump gloves in the center of the ring, right? And then I just find the nearest camera. I just give it a bit of a side eye, like, look what situation I'm in. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm down. That sounds dope as hell. Okay.
So I'm presuming this is like, I mean, I don't want to say that you're taking the mickey, but
Never.
Presumably this is like more suitable for like wrestling, right? The spectacle and whatnot and all that.
Oh no. Because in wrestling, you're supposed to mug to the camera. So you can't just mug to the camera as your joke in wrestling. You have to be over the top about it.
Okay.
You can ignore the camera. That'd be a good way to do it in wrestling. Just everyone else is mugging to the camera and you are incredibly camera shy. Most of your fights are just you running into the arena, very, very quickly beating up the enemy and then running away.
Okay. So my follow-up question to this, right, is that what is your like signature wrestling move gonna be? What is your wrestling style gonna be?
Okay.
Give me some information about what the Rhapsody wrestler would be.
So I really like the special moves that are straight up supernatural.
What?
Okay, so there was Rey Mysterio, was kind of like a lucha libre wrestler in WWE, right?
Okay.
And he had a move where he would just breathe dragon fire, I think. It might have been him, it might have been someone else, and I'm just like combining them because I know Rey Mysterio had the 619, but I don't know if he was also the fire breathing guy. But there's our dude who breathes fire.
Like legit fire, or like what? Like pretends that he breathes fire?
No, he just, I think, takes a bunch of water into his mouth and then just like aspirates it really, really heavily, so it like looks like steam coming out of his mouth.
So he breathes steam then. He
Yes.
Breathe okay.
Oh, but they, you know, no one was hurt by steam ever. So it's, I would have to go for something like that. There's another guy, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but I think he just claps. Like one big clap, like he's doing like a Hulk thunderclap.
Okay.
That'd be dope.
Okay.
So I've got to think about something that is actually strange.
Unique.
Right?
Yeah,
unique.
Yeah.
And in a world where there are that many things that are strange and unique, what really is? There's no new ideas under the sun.
Well, that's been the eternal question for for everyone, really.
You know what? I might just like straight up use the people's elbow. Like just take that from The Rock. Like you ain't wrestling anymore. This is mine now. Democratization of the people's weaponry. Give me the people's elbow. Well, don't give me the people's elbow, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, only an idiot would understand what you meant. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Okay. So,
right.
like,
what's your intro song going to be? I have to know these in return as well, friend.
Well, I was. Maybe you're right. Maybe The Office isn't a good enough intro theme. Maybe I need to think up something a little bit more. Oh, I think probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard Bernie, the fastest milkman in the East?
No, I actually haven't.
Oh my goodness, you're in for a treat. It's a total tune, and I would thoroughly encourage anyone to go and listen to it. It's kind of like a spoken word song.
Okay, I do like me some spoken word songs.
Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it, of course, because I'm not a musical aficionado like yourself. However, it's kind of slow. It's kind of comical. Definitely doesn't fit the bill. Kind of unique, you know.
How about I pitch an idea, right? I think you
All
should
right.
walk in to I've got a brand new combine harvester.
Yeah, that's kind of like what Ernie is, but I like that. That's a great.
Hell yeah! Just walk into green sleeves.
So are you? I mean, with that could be like the trait, right? I could be like the farmer, you know. I could be like that could be like my wrestling name.
All right. So you're the farmer. You walk into I got a brand new combine harvester or the Ernie song.
Yeah.
What's your special move? It has to be farming related. You've built yourself a gimmick.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be called like collecting the harvest, and I mean I don't know the terminology for any moves in wrestling at all.
Right.
But it seems like a good name, right?
It does. I'm trying to think.
Do you have any advice on naming wrestling moves?
Yeah, you've got to have like the flavor part of it and then a wrestling move name. So not knowing any wrestling moves is gonna make it real difficult to do this. But like, I'm trying to think if you could fit DDT or suplex or like cross chop or something like that in there.
I don't like you said all of those words. None of them mean anything to me.
None of them mean anything to anyone.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Thought I was the only one for a second
no problem.
there.
Happy to clear that up for you.
Okay, here's something else I want to clarify, right? Just whilst we're on a tangent, let's come back to the whole like wrestling move and wrestling persona in a minute.
Put a pin in
right?
it. Got it.
Put a pin in it, but keep it in mind, right? What is the appeal of wrestling? I have never understood it. I know it's like an entertaining thing, but can like please explain to me. I don't understand.
So it's basically, think of it like live action superhero shows. Basically.
Okay.
It's just they like condense all of the drama and then do a bunch more of the fighting, pretty much. Like it's I don't think it's so silly. I used to be one of the people like, oh, that's so silly that anyone would even watch this. Like, it's not a sport. Well, sure, but it's a drama. Like,
Yeah.
it is an over-the-top drama,
Yeah.
to be sure, but it is. Fits the bill.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not disparaging anyone who likes a good bit of wrestling. I mean, it's just like it's like a TV show, isn't it? It's like a reality TV. I mean, it literally is just a reality TV show, right? So I'm not gonna disparage people for liking that, but I want to know what the appeal is, because for me, I don't see it. Truthfully, I don't see it. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of an understanding. If you watch wrestling, let us know in the comments. Why do you watch wrestling?
I think the appeal for everyone is a little bit different. Like, the thing that appealed to me was like the characters, right? That was really cool. I never got super into wrestling, but my interactions were always, ooh, there's this really cool character who has like this thing that they do, and there's this character who has this thing that they do, and this character does really good offstage interviews and that kind of thing. I think a lot of people are really interested in the athleticism of it, right? It still is really, really dangerous, despite the fact that they're not actually fighting.
Yeah.
And there's probably a lot of people who just tune in for the drama. Like, they just like the high stakes kind of ridiculous drama of, if I win this match, your daughter has to marry me, which was legitimately a plotline.
Wow. Yeah, so it's crazy, right? Because there's like arena sellouts. There's it's a massive event, and it comes to like the UK sometimes as well.
Oh, get yourself down.
Yeah. Well, like, see, that's what I'm trying to like understand exactly why people do it, why people like it. It's
I'm
it's a
afraid I've
journey
given
of
you
exploration.
all of the possible reasoning that I can come up with. You're on your own now,
fair.
bud.
That's fair. All right, here we go.
You got me.
Yeah.
You got
I don't
me,
think I've got
partner.
enough. I don't think I've got enough to beat you. I think you're no. Thank goodness.
I didn't hit you direct, but I still got the bleed? Okay, go off.
How does that work? That seems horrific and historically inaccurate, actually. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I want to understand.
Then you got to get down there. Maybe it's part of the atmosphere. Maybe it's the live arena that really brings it into focus.
Yeah, although people enjoy wrestling without the live arena aspect, right? You enjoy watching it on TV. People will watch it on catch up and make sure that they don't miss an episode.
But you get a feeling of that atmosphere when you watch a show that's in that live arena, right? You're kind of directed in how you should experience it, socially at the very least, by how other people are experiencing it. It's why sitcoms have laugh tracks. Bad sitcoms, but sitcoms nonetheless.
You mean like The Big Bang Theory? Are you criticizing The Big Bang Theory first?
Yes.
What?
No, I will die on this hill. That show is creative garbage.
Big Bang Theory is the Big Bang Theory is the greatest show ever created.
You're not wrong, actually. I would like to immediately rescind my comment. Chuck Lorre, Jim Parsons, third guy who's actually the lead of the show that I can't remember the name of.
Creative geniuses. I will not have anything bad said about The Big Bang Theory. Not here. Not ever.
You know what?
Ever.
I appreciate this, actually, and I would like to resign as my poster's content master general of Rhapsody Incorporated, because I feel like I probably can't steer this industry in the direction that I feel it should go. I can't, in good conscience, put myself behind the support of Big Bang Theory, but perhaps someone else can take the helm and they can actually have a good transition period into accepting Big Bang Theory as a show.
Yeah. I'm glad that you feel that way, because the thing is that if you don't find it funny, you're probably just not smart enough to get it. So it's good that we can actually finally get someone, who's the head of Rhapsody Creative Incorporated or whatever you said.
Yeah.
Someone who actually gets it, someone who actually is, has a high enough IQ to understand what's going on.
Yeah, I'm afraid that Big Bang Theory completely bamboozles me. Don't even get me started on Rick and Morty. I've just no clue. Rick opens his mouth and I just hear static.
Yeah, you just don't get it. You just don't get it, man.
No.
That's the thing.
Not at all.
You just don't get it. You're just, And you know what? You know what's the worst? Is that I hate people who claim to say they get it, but actually don't get it. Just the worst. Those fakers. Just terrible. Terrible.
I will have to keep that in mind. Of course, I've never encountered someone like that, so
No.
it's not going to be a problem.
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not a problem.
Don't black hole me.
No problem here. Oh. I feel like he did actually deserve that one. That looked like it was going to be a cracking shot, I must say.
It did. It did. Hey, I got the main character of American Gods in my arsenal currently.
Spoilers.
Main character? How is that a spoiler?
Well, they're like spoilers, right?
Harry Potter and the Prisoner. Oh my god, they already spoiled it. They told me the main character in the title. Why would they do that? They even told me what the plot's going to be about, this Prisoner of Azkaban BS. I don't know.
That's just... I feel...
I don't know.
Sorry,
why
what was
they
the name
do
of your
this.
weapon?
Sorry?
What was your name? What was your shadow?
I have the
shadow?
weapon Shadow next to the weapon Moons.
Ah.
Shadow Moon is the name of the main character.
Wow.
Got him.
That was quite a good shot.
Thank you very
That was
much.
quite a good shot.
It was entirely reliant off of the double damage fireworks that I had to open up the fight, which was pyrotechnics. Sorry, was pretty ridiculous. But I'll
Unbalanced,
graciously,
in fact.
oh, of course,
Unbalanced.
I'll graciously
Unbalanced.
accept the victory nonetheless.
Yeah. And on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap the episode up. Thank you very, very much for watching. I've been Over Potato. He's been Rhapsody. Link to Rhapsody's channel in the description down below. Go check it out. It's not terrible. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Adios.